What up, Lucid Crew? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Lucid Rob. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be watching videos from all over the internet, talking about things we shouldn't be talking about, discovering discoveries that shouldn't be discovered, having conversations we're not supposed to have with each other, and probably pissing off some people that we probably shouldn't be pissing off. But with that in mind, if you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. You can also join the Discord, check out the merch, do whatever you want to do. All the links are below. I appreciate you so much, and without further ado, let's get in and watch some weird videos from all across the internet.
Things humans weren't meant to see.
Man, I don't know what that shit with the trees was. I don't know if some of it was like a landslide. I have no idea. I'm trying to make sense of it. I know they're like rocks in a certain desert and on the moon too, I think, from what we've seen. Unless it's just, footage from the fucking same desert. But there are rocks that move themselves, which I think is kind of wild. I'm not really sure why that happens. Let me know if you know the answer to that question. I'm not a rock doctor, so I don't know. Rock doctor. That's not a rock. That's a rock lobster. Rock doctor. It's another one of them days, boys, girls, fucking things. But yeah, I have no idea what would cause the trees to move like that. I think the last video just like literally showed just like a tree just moving with the ground being ripped up behind it. That's fucking weird.
If you take the battery out of your phone, I can still listen to you. In the old days when you took the batteries out, you take the batteries out and think you're good and you go in there and skiff and you can talk about whatever you want. Oh, I could still listen to you.
Damn.
We were doing stuff that you could never find what we were doing, ever, and you never will. And it's in every piece of equipment right now, in every chip right now, there's stuff. And where are we buying all the chips from?
China.
Damn, dog. You remember, some of you might be too young. God, I hate saying that. It means I'm old. There's a movie, Shia LaBeouf, called Eagle Eye, and it basically just, he was being tracked. He was like set up, and he was like being tracked by the government or CIA or whatever. And like the technology they had in that movie to track him was like nuts, dude. And I had heard somewhere that shortly after that movie, that all the technology used in that film was actually real. And this was years ago. It's probably like a 15-year-old movie or something. It's a really good movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And again, man, like, you remember like the badass scenes in fucking movies and shows where they had like a burner phone, like the Mobster or something like that, with like, you gotta end this call, we're coming for you, Rocco, you got our stuff, Rocco, we're coming for you. And then they'll like take the fucking flip phone and like snap it in half and like fucking throw it so nobody can find them. Does that mean like there's no more, we can't do that anymore in movies? We can't have that in movies anymore? That's a sad thing that we can't have in movies anymore.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking.
Oh no! Here we go then. What the fuck is that? What? Oh god! Fuck!
What the? Oh my god, oh my.
Nah, bro, eat a fucking dick. Dude, some of those? How? How does that happen in a classroom? Or at like a fucking McDonald's in the trash bin and nobody even cares. Dude, I'm glad I took a couple days off before doing this, man. Because if you're new to the channel here, I was doing these videos daily for like a month and a half, and it was just a lot. So I took a few days off. But I mean, this shit is like affecting me deeply all over again. Oh fuck, man.
What you're seeing is a blanket of dead fish covering part of the Darling River. Hundreds of thousands of fish have died at Menindee Lakes. The area has been the site of several mass fish killing events in recent years. New South Wales's Department of Primary Industries DPI is dispatching officers from its fishery arm to assess the area. It has never been seen on this scale before.
That's concerning. I know here in Florida we get like the red tide, which is like the algae that basically kills the fish, and then the fish die, and then it smells really bad, and it becomes hard to breathe in the areas close to the beach, particularly the part of the beach that I live near. It got pretty bad, I think last year or the year before. On this level, I have no idea. I don't know if it's like pollution in the water, microplastics. It's the microplastics, guys. I'm telling you, it's in everything. Yeah, no, I wonder what would cause that, and I wonder if it's intentional. We get all the fish and get them all gone, so we're forced to eat fucking cricket sandwiches. Just completely just devalue us as people and just like degrade us. And I've heard different theories like that. And I don't necessarily think all of them are incorrect. Meaning like, make us feel lesser, put us at a lesser standing, make us eat bugs, weaken us, drop our fucking testosterone levels, things like that. I think there's more to it than just, trying to preserve the climate by, not eating cows and shit. That's a different video. We're getting off topic here. This is about dead fish, and your boy loves him some sushi.
How do we consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible? And that means that we need to sort of give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while because someone liked or commented on a photo or a post or whatever. And that's going to get you to contribute more content, and that's going to get you, more likes and comments. I mean, it's a social validation feedback loop. You're exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology.
I saw something recently too, a very well done video. I think it was by the YouTube channel Moon, Moon. Not affiliated at all, just a channel I really like that like digs into like not so much conspiracy theories, but like the reality behind topics, the reality behind things that some people might consider conspiracy theories. Check it out. It's an awesome channel.
Supposed alien abduction caught on film. In 1996, the TV show Paranormal Borderline had a submission that contained a VHS tape and a letter. The letter told the story of a worker who appeared to have been abducted by aliens. The footage shows 4 angles of different sections of the warehouse. The top right one is the one we'll be focusing on. We see a worker leave the gate at 11 p.m. and then boom, a flash of light knocks all the cameras out and only come back until 1 in the morning. Then we see the man crawl back, vomit, then leave the scene again.
I mean, are we sure he didn't get hit by lightning or something? You can see him like the bright flash, if it was lightning, knocking everything out, knocking the cameras out, because struck the building or whatever, struck him, and then him being ill when he fucking recovers from the lightning strike and throwing up and having like and staggering to try to regain his shit, right? And then quitting his job or whatnot because for whatever fucking reason. I don't know, because he's scared of lightning. I'm hitting the same spot twice. I don't fucking know. I mean, it'd be cool if it was an alien invasion, right? That'd be neat. That'd be super neat. I'd like to get abducted by aliens. So long as they like brought me back and like let me remember what happened, and I was like still chill, like right now, just come back and like zap, and I'm up there, and they do fucking weird butt stuff, and I act like I don't like it, but I like it. Come back down here. I just want to remember because I want to experience. Aliens and stuff, and then I come back down here and I write a book about it, and it becomes a bestseller, and it becomes a movie. That'd be cool. I want to be abducted by aliens and write a movie about it.
Here are some paranormal superstitions that I discovered on Reddit. Should you attend a funeral or burial or visit a haunted place before returning home, it is recommended that you stop somewhere else on the way. This is to prevent spirits from following you into your space. You should never whistle at night. It is believed to be disrespectful to spirits and will attract both negative behavior from them as well as bad luck. You should never have the foot of your bed directly facing your doorway. This invites demons to drag you by your feet off of your bed, out of your room, and to wherever they may please. This one comes from someone who works in an elderly care facility. If a person passes, you must open the window of the room that they passed in so that their soul can roam freely and won't be trapped. Never trim your nails or hair at night or you will become haunted. Finally, if you paint the ceiling of your porch paint blue, it will ward off evil spirits. Since spirits cannot cross water, when they see the blue, they mistake it for water and move on.
Oh God! I don't want a part of none of that shit. The under the bed shit still gets me. I'm a 37-year-old man. Under the bed shit still fucking gets me. I still check under my bed every night. I'm like, fucking nope. I'm taking any fucking chances. It's a ghost or a fucking intruder. I ain't taking no fucking chances. I'm fucking John Wick in that shit. Looking under my bed. Well, shit. Every night. Nope. I ain't trying to fucking wake up, take a piss at fucking 3 a.m. Have something fucking grab my ankle. Gotta fucking find that shit out before I go to sleep. Handle it.
Ever wonder why the powers that be always broadcast what they're gonna do before they do it? It's not to avoid karma. That's not how karma works. The reason is because the powers that be are archons. Archons were spoken about in the ancient Gnostic texts. Archons are thought forms that cannot manifest on their own because they have no love or connection to the cosmic womb, and therefore cannot utilize the law of attraction. So they use us humans to manifest by putting ideas in our faces. Once we see the idea and experience an emotion about the idea, we manifest it for them. So they don't tell us what they're gonna do before they do it. They tell us what they want to happen, and we make it happen by experiencing negative emotions about it happening.
That's interesting. It's like negative manifestation. That's an interesting thing. It's an interesting theory, an interesting topic. It's an interesting thought. It's very interesting.
Did you hear about that volcano in Italy right now?
No.
Have you heard of Campe Freghe?
All the time.
It's sitting over this giant basin of magma. Supposedly the second most powerful supervolcano on Earth. This past week, there have been 2 major earthquakes from that mountain.
That's bad news.
But like, if this thing goes off, we're talking like half of Italy. Mount Vesuvius, which is also in Italy, they speculate that the magma, it's connected. If Campe Flegre went off, Mount Vesuvius would go off at the same time too. It would be so intense, it would send the entire Earth into a 2 to 3 year winter.
Fart.
Like, the National Institute of Geophysics confirmed that the eruption is a present and near scenario. They said the global temperature would drop 2 degrees Celsius.
What if Mother Nature is curing herself?
Have you ever thought about humans are the virus?
If Italy gets wiped out, I'm gonna be so miffed that we've never been.
Or you'd be upset that a lot of Italian people died.
That too, obviously.
Dude, just drop an ice cube in it, bro. Cool that shit off. Salt bay that shit, like, but with like ice. Ice bay. Ice bay. It's gotta handle it, man. It's gotta handle it. I think we need to talk to these aliens that are giving us like technology to like fly around and do fucking wild shit, and ask them for technology to like chill out the Earth. Maybe this dropping it, 3 degrees is a good thing. Maybe it'll take us back down to where it needs to be. Aside from people of Italy being affected by the volcano, maybe the temperature drop aspect of it would be good. I'm not the person to ask about that. I mean, obviously, because I just did a fucking Vanilla Ice Salt Bay mashup. Obviously, I'm not the person to ask about that. But either way, I feel like do we even do research on how to fucking stop the shit from happening? Do we even know how to make volcanoes not erupt? Is there a way to do that? Even just like theoretically, what would be some ways to make a volcano not erupt? And are we doing things to work toward preventing it from happening when we fucking know that it's going to be happening at some point? I have no idea.
I love to talk about dark Disney cover-ups, and one is happening as we speak. A woman is currently suing Disney for injuries she received on a water slide in the park in 2019. But all of the headlines are describing her injury as a serious wedgie, when in reality, this is what happened to her. I don't have to say it out loud, but her insides were coming out of her when she got off that water slide. So this happened on the Humunga Cowabunga water slide. It's a 214-foot drop, and you go so fast that it's recommended you cross your legs because the force from the water can really mess up your nether area. And that's what this woman did, but at a certain point she became airbound and it caused her legs to uncross. When she came back down, the water supercharged into an area that water is not supposed to go. And when she stood up, she was gushing blood from internal injuries and had to be rushed to the hospital. But what does Disney want you to think happened? This woman got a wedgie and is trying to sue poor little innocent Disney for money. But this is my favorite part. The article also mentions other times that the park has tried to cover up serious injuries. So you can see here that in 2005, a teenage girl who claimed in a lawsuit she had a stroke on Disney World's Tower of Terror, and Disney wrote that she just fell ill. And there was also a time at Universal where a boy's foot was crushed on E.T.'s Adventure and they listed it as foot pain. Anyways, this is your daily dose of media literacy.
So Disney's pretty shitty. Disney's ruining lots of franchises that I loved growing up currently and are just like obviously not a good company. And some of these are, someone gets their foot hurt or crushed or something due to, an error for the park or something like that. I could see that, but I feel like a lot of this shit is just like at your own risk. Like if you get hurt voluntarily going down a water slide that has the potential of hurting you, which, sure, it should be designed, I guess, in a way to where it won't hurt people. Still, there's a risk. They warned you how to do it correctly. Even if it was an accident, still did it at your own risk. Probably your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault, in my opinion. If you do something voluntarily and you get injured doing it, it's your fault. Do whatever kind of lawsuit you need to feel you need to do for whatever. But it's just kind of like that person that sued McDonald's for like the hot coffee spilling on them, or because they were overweight because they kept ordering supersized fucking fries. So then they just got rid of the supersize, which I fucking love the supersize. I would still order the supersize right now. Not saying I need the supersize, but I love the supersize. And if it was still around because this person didn't sue them and get rid of the supersize, I would still order the supersize. So I just feel like some people like to ruin things because they didn't have a good experience doing that. I hope this lady is okay. I hope the ET kid's foot is okay. And I hope the girl who had a stroke is okay. But outside of all of that, wishing people well, don't do things that might hurt you if you don't want to potentially get hurt. And don't ruin things for other people that still want to take that risk.
History's Mysteries Part 2. Anatoly Moskvin, the Russian doll maker. Anatoly Moskvin is a Russian former journalist and college professor. For many years, his hobby of collecting dolls hid a horrifying obsession that drew upon his particular interests, digging up the dead and making life-size human dolls out of their corpses. After retrieving the corpses, Anatoly used baking soda and salt to dry the bodies for preservation. He would then wrap the limbs in cloth or pantyhose and fill the bodies with fabric and padding. Once the human dolls were made, he kept them in his home as his companions and lovers. Moskvin wrote about one of his dolls, made from the body of an 11-year-old girl. "I kissed her once, then again. Then again." Police finally caught Moskvin in 2011, after years of increasing suspicion at the growing number of desecrated graves in his home city of Nizhny Novgorod. When they searched his apartment, they found 26 life-size dolls, or rather mummified corpses, scattered throughout. After a psychiatric evaluation, it was determined that Moskvin had a form of paranoid schizophrenia. In a hearing on May 25, 2012, the Leninsky District Court of Nizhny Novgorod deemed Moskvin unfit to stand trial, releasing him from criminal liability but kept him locked away indefinitely. Until April of 2022, repeatedly courts have refused to release him, but psychiatric medics are now reported to insist there is no medical reason to keep him locked away.
Nope. That's fucking gross. Maybe, here's a thought. Here's just a thought. Maybe don't do that ever. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, probably don't do that. Probably just don't. Just take the nope and just go. Take the nope and just go. Just take it away. Just go do anything but that. Over that way. Away from me.
Conspiracy theories that everyone knows is true, part 1. Everyone knows the story of the man that invented an engine that ran on nothing but water that supposedly was able to go 845 miles between Phillips. Somebody from the oil and gas industry got upset and got this guy whacked off basically in broad daylight. They poisoned him and found unalived. I'm going to take it a step further on this. Not only do I think oil and gas industries are doing everything they can to stop people from inventing things like this, I think they're also stopping the advancement of just regular combustion engines and their mileage. I find it very strange that outside of going to a hybrid or an electric vehicle, that the overall gas mileage of engines really has not changed in many, many decades. Considering how much things have gotten advanced in everything else in society, I don't think it's really that possible that there's no way big companies like Toyota or Honda or Ford can't find a way to have an engine that's not a hybrid or electric that can add more mileage to a vehicle. But everyone knows this is true, and this is another thing that nobody steps up and does anything about because they're scared they're also going to go get whacked off.
As a straight male, I can only speak for myself on this, but the last thing I want to do is get whacked off, right? My knees. But yeah, as I was saying, as a straight male, I mean, the last thing I want to do is get whacked off, right? What you're saying is I just need a gas-powered car and I could get whacked off? Do I need to provide my own lube? Okay, but seriously, I think there's been like several cases. I feel like there's been more than one case of people creating vehicles that run on water, and none of them are being used, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? It's not profitable. It's like when they cut off Nikolai Tesla's funding for like the free energy stuff he was working on. It's the same thing. You know, oh, you figured this out? Well, no, you didn't, because that doesn't exist now, and neither do you. So thank you for your contribution. We know it can happen now, so now we know how to stop it from happening. So thanks, bud. You're the man. Thank you. No, you're the best. Stop it. Stop. Well, you want to go, bro? You want to fucking go? I think it just broke my chair more. But yeah, I don't see any of this stuff happening. I don't see any of these things being allowed anytime soon. At least not until, you know, we collectively, I guess, overthrow these oil and, you know, gas companies, which I don't think will happen for a very long time. I think the world will have to get to a very, very bad place, which is, we're getting there, bud. And for the entire world to essentially stand up and be like, you know, fuck this. We're gonna fucking do this. The internet has allowed us to see how to do this. We're doing this. Unfortunately, it has to get to a very, very bad place, kind of a point of no return, in order for the majority of a population to stand behind a cause, no matter how beneficial it is to the majority of the population. So that's what we've seen through history, right? It takes a lot for enough people to get fed up to change things, and by that point, a lot of the time it's too late. That's that. So, but with that being said, that's the end of today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are fucking incredible. What a great video. Great audience. Great you. What are you doing tonight? You free tonight? No. I'm actually not. I'm sorry to get your hopes up. I have to edit this video. But thanks for watching. If this is your first time here and you like what you see, consider subscribing, liking the video, join the Discord, and send me videos you want me to watch. The link is in the comments. Check out some merch inspired by you, the viewers, and my Discord attendees and memberships and subscribers. The link is also in the description. Or you can check out, if you like the song playing right now, it's one of my original songs. So there's a link to the SoundCloud down there as well. Lots of cool stuff for you to check out. And if you like this channel, I thank you for your support. If you've ever donated or became a member or submitted videos or done anything to help support this channel, thank you so much. You were the bomb diggity. BombDiggityDog.com, baby. And Lucid Crew, you guys are amazing. And until next time, I will see you later. Enjoy your night. Take care of each other. And lots of other cool things that I should be saying, but I can't right now because I'm too hyped up on caffeine and I can't function properly. So, peace.